Climate change. As the climate crisis continues to deepen, those resources become all the more scarce. One of the main causes of climate change leads to heat islands that impact the surrounding land. Somalia's decade plus of drought or increasingly severe monsoons in Bangladesh are often water-stressed to begin with. 80% of farmland has been affected by soil degradation due to climate-related droughts. Rising sea levels are salinating freshwater sources, meaning that they're no longer potable. Natural disasters that are related to climate change or not. According to one UNICEF report, nearly 75% of all natural disasters between 2001 and 2018 were water-related. This includes droughts but also floods, which can destroy or contaminate clean water sources for communities. War and conflicts. Ongoing crisis in Syria has led to a well-developed middle-class country lapsing into a water crisis thanks to the destruction of its infrastructure. This poses a serious threat to public health for the millions of Syrians still living inside the country. Another protracted conflict in the Central African Republic has seen armed groups target village water points and wells. Much like hunger as a weapon of war, water can also be leveraged in times of violence. Wastewater. Let's talk about contaminated water and the role it plays in the global water crisis. Sometimes water can be plentiful in an area, but whether that water is safe to drink, that's another story. Many areas of the world have poor systems for dealing with wastewater water that is affected by human use. 44% of household wastewater is reused without being treated. Water waste is different from wastewater. Water waste is what happens when we ignore dripping faucets. Overwater our lungs. The average family can waste 180 gallons per week. Add this all up and we're looking at roughly 900 billion gallons of water lost annually. Lack of water data and water reports. A lack of water quality data for over 7 billion people around the world. These are usually in areas where other factors on this list are at play, meaning that they're at a credible risk for using non-potable water. Lack of international cooperation on shared water sources. However, only 24 countries report that all internationally shared rivers and groundwater sources are covered by cooperative arrangements. Forced migration and the refugee crisis in many of the world's largest host communities. Informal settlements for refugees create high-density areas of people. People will cross the nearest open border to flee conflict or other crises or have similarly stressed resources. Inequality and an imbalance of power. This has led to an unacceptable imbalance between those citing federal and local government budgets and foreign assistance budgets, and those who are in the direst need of clean water and adequate sanitation.